We always try to obviously have a little more comfortable spot across the hall. This assembly is certainly more fitting for a gymnasium. Just a couple of things before we get started here, a few minutes late. Just a reminder on audience behavior. Okay? We always have guests in our building. Make sure our hands, feet are quiet, and we're not talking. Okay? Being respectful to the folks out here. Question. No voices, show of hands. How many of you have seen the Harlem Globetrotter before? No voices, show of hands. Good, you put your hands down. Well, today you're in for a treat. Next Tuesday, the Harlem Globetrotters are in town at the Cross Insurance Center. Okay? You're going to get some more information on that in just a second. We were lucky enough to have a Harlem Globetrotter in town this morning. He's actually on the news this morning. He's coming here to deliver you folks a message from the Globetrotters, an extended invitation, along with a little certificate that you guys will get later to possibly attend the Globetrotters game next week if you wish. Okay? So, at this point, we want to get the show rolling. I would like to introduce Orlando from the Harlem Globetrotters.
I feel like I'm singing right now, you know, the How's everybody doing? I'm happy to be here. My name is Orlando El Gato Melendez. I'm from Puerto Rico, which is a little island in the Caribbean, which is a lot warmer than here, by the way. And I'm very happy to be here. It's my third year with the Harlem Globetrotters, and I've been about 70 countries. So it's a lot of traveling, a lot of stamps on the passport. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so I got a little story about how my nickname El Gato came, right? So I'm from Puerto Rico, like I said. You know, growing up, the basketball court was about 2 miles from my house. It's a long way. It's hot, it's humid. You don't want to walk that far. So I asked my dad, I need a shortcut. This is taking forever. And he said, well, son, go through the sugarcane field. Anybody seen sugarcane before? All right, so it's kind of spooky to go through a sugarcane field because I'm tall. So imagine that thing is about taller than I am. So he said, it's okay, go through it, okay? So I go after school, I fix a sandwich, right? So I put a lot of ham because I was hungry. So I'm walking through the trail, some of the ham falls off. Next thing I know, it's like 4 cats following me. I don't know where. Just start following me all the way to the basketball court. I play ball, and after I was done, I turn around, the cats are like waiting for me. So my friends started calling me El Gato, and somehow the Harlem Globetrotters found out. So here I am, El Gato. So I graduated from the University of North Carolina in Chapel Hill. I'm a Tar Heel, guys, which was Big 2. And I graduated with 2 degrees in 2001. So I played with Vince Carter and sometimes in the summer with Michael Jordan and a bunch of guys. So yeah, it was a fun time, okay? So now, before I'm going to talk to you about this great message, it's called the ABCs of Bullying Prevention, we're going to play a game. Y'all the quietest kids ever. I love this. Alright, so it's a clapping game, it's a listening game, okay? So everybody's going to put your hands together. Warm it up a little bit. Alright? When I say clap 3 times, how many times are you going to clap? When I say clap 2 times. When I say 1? Alright, everybody ready? Alright. This is going to be hard. This is going to be good. 3 claps! Three claps. Three claps. Two claps. Two claps. One clap. Half clap. History about the Harlem Globetrotters, okay? So, the Harlem Globetrotters started in Chicago, Illinois in 1926. Alright? So you probably be like, Chicago, Harlem, that kind of don't matter, right? So, the reason why we call Harlem is because in 1930s, there was something called the Harlem Renaissance, right? It was a lot of famous Afro-American people coming out of Harlem with music talent and singing talent. So the guy that created the Globetrotter, his name is A. Tapperson. He was about this little. Yeah. So he said, okay, let's make this fun. Let's make everybody think that we are famous and that we're from Harlem, right? And then he said, let's put the Globetrotters on it so everybody thinks that we travel around the world. But actually, the Harlem Globetrotters did not play out of Chicago, Illinois for like 30 years. Yeah, so everybody was thinking that. So, when Abe decided to create a team, he went to a place called the Savoy Ballroom, right? So he went to pick up 5 black players to play, to go barnstorming around Chicago, right? So what it is they go anywhere and play for money. But the funny thing is that they say anywhere. They would play like an empty pool, not a basketball court, like an empty pool, a barn, with like horses around. They were playing all kinds of crazy places too, because they didn't have basketball courts like this in those days. So the team became really, really famous, and in 1948, they played an all-white NBA team called the Minneapolis Lakers, right? So the Harlem Globetrotters beat the team, the Minneapolis Lakers, by 1 point. So what happened was that everybody went like, kind of like Kevin Hart, no, they were not ready. That was it. So they played another game in 1949, and the Harlem Globetrotters won by 30 points. Yeah. So after that, in 1950, became the change of the NBA. Why? Because the first black player to become an NBA player was a Harlem Globetrotter. He was drafted by the New York Knicks. His name was Sweetwater Clifton. So that's why we have Steph Curry. That's why we have Michael Jordan. That's why we have Kevin Durant. That's why we have Russell Westbrook, because of Sweetwater Clifton. Now, the girl power comes after, which is cool. In 1985, the first woman to play professional basketball with an all-man team was also a Harlem Globetrotter. Her name was Renee Woodard, right? She was a Kansas Jayhawk. She was an All-American, so she was really good, right? She won a gold medal in the Olympics, and she was even better in the classroom. Yeah, very important. And I'm going to tell you a story after that, all right? So now, we're going to go to the ABCs of bullying prevention. Anybody with bullying is around here? Everybody know what it is? Yeah. You know that bullying is bad, right? Yeah. All right. So there's 3 things that we want you to do. The first is going to be with the letter A, which means action. Everybody say action. Action. All right. So with a raise of a quiet hand, I'm going to pick somebody to come up here with me and give me an example of an action to take if you see somebody in a bullying situation. All right? Let's see. Where my quiet hand? Everybody say hi, Riley. She gave a great example. She said, if I see somebody in school is getting bullied, somebody's in trouble, first thing you gotta do is tell your teacher, okay? If you don't see your teacher around, try to find the nearest adult. If you're outside of school, let's say you're playing the park and your parents aren't there, you're gonna tell your parents, okay? You always find the way to reach out for an adult so the adult can go in and help you or help somebody else in a bullying situation. All right? Good job, baby. So let it be. It's for bravery. Everybody say bravery. All right. So with a raise of a plain hand, I'm going to pick somebody that's going to give me an example of bravery. is to stand up for yourself or to stand up for others, right? I have a friend, one of my teammates, his name is Buckets, right? They call him Buckets because he can score a lot of baskets, right? Buckets is like 6'2". He's tall, right? He's a tall guy. But he's really, really strong. But he used to get bullied in high school really, really bad, right? So one day, he stood up to the bully. He goes to get his breakfast, right? He goes in the morning, get his breakfast. And he's looking for a spot in the cafeteria. And it happened that the only empty spot in the entire cafeteria was the guy that was bullying him and everybody else in school. So he goes in, okay, I'm hungry, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna eat. So he goes and sat down, right? Start eating. And the bully told him, hey, you gotta get out of my table. And he said, no, this is my spot, I don't need to eat, you leave me alone. The bully got mad, and my friend was happy because he was eating. He was just eating really fast. And then he got up and started walking away from the bully, right? That's a form of bravery because you're removing yourself from being harmed or to harm somebody else. But what happened was that he walked away with a smile on his face. So he was like this. And the bully came behind me like, he's like, he's looking back like, the bully walked right to the PE teacher. What happened? The bully got in trouble with school, this man, and he learned the lesson. The best thing about this wasn't that just the bully got caught, is that they became friends. Why? Because the bully learned the lesson. He knew, he found out that bullying is bad. And at the end of the day, you don't get nothing from being like that. Might as well just become good friends with somebody that actually makes you be a better person. So why? They ended up playing basketball together. They ended up playing football together. And they ended up playing track together. So they ended up really, really good friends. So now the bully stopped bullying everybody else, and everybody was happy. Okay? Now, we go for compassion. Just to see. But everybody got to say compassion like me, like, compassion. Sweet. Alright. I'm going to pick somebody else. We're going to raise some fire hand. They give me an example of compassion.
Raise your hand. No. What is it?
I'll pick somebody.
Compassion about okay, I know what you
This is awesome. So close.
everyone looks so
Say, hi, Austin. Hey, he gave one of the best answers ever. He said, I see somebody sad that is just got bullied, go to that person and cheer him up. Be a friend. Invite that person to do fun stuff. You know, like if I see him, he's like sad, he don't look sad at all, but if I see him and he's sad, I'll be like, hey Austin, I am so sorry, my friend. Be my friend. You know, let's go play. I know I'm ugly, I know. Alright? So that's what you need to do when you see a situation. That's a form of compassion. Alright, you pick 2 people. Everybody say, hi, Miss Ricker. Can I give her a hug? Guys, remember this beautiful face. Every speaker is here for entertainment purposes. So, I heard that a bunch of you guys have been to a Globetrotter game before, right? Okay, so those that had not had a chance to go to a Globetrotter game, we're gonna be here next week on the 15th. All right, we're gonna be in town, so take advantage of that. It's gonna be fun. We celebrate 19th year. It's gonna be really fun. Now, before every game, we do something called the Magic Circle. So it's when all the baseball handlers and the team go in and start doing the tricks. So for me, it took me about a year and a half to get really, really good. I'm gonna teach this guy in 2 minutes. All right, you ready for this? I'm gonna teach this guy. All It looks like the magic egg right now. All right. What are we gonna do? Shake it to the left, shake it to the right. We all have to sing to our song, Sweet Georgia Brown. Everybody ready for this? I'll be like this. I even broke my sister's fish tank one time. She was at work when it happened, and I went to the fish shop, bought a new one, put it together, and she didn't know. She did not know. She don't know until today that her fish tank broke. Anyway, so you guys understand what we're talking to you about? Everybody listen to the agencies of bullying? Alright, so just to finish, really tell you a little bit more about me. I told you that I graduated with 2 degrees from the University of North Carolina, right? I also have a degree in architecture. And people don't know that because everybody thinks it's just basketball, okay? It's very important to follow what you love. I always want to be the architect, but at the same time, I always wanted to be a tall head. And I wanted to play basketball when Michael Jordan went to play basketball. So I chose to play for the University of North Carolina because it was something that I always wanted to do. And they didn't have an architecture program. But it doesn't stop me, it did not stop me to go and pursue what I love since I was a kid and go and get my architecture degree while I was traveling the world. Okay? Don't let anything stop you and follow your heart and do what you love, okay? So, that means wrap it up in the office. So after that, after basketball, when I'm not playing, I'm interior designing. Okay? I'm a partner in a small firm that we own together. And we actually do a lot of designs. I can build a house from the ground up. But the fun part about it is that I was working for a show called Love It or Listed in HGTV. So a lot of you be like, Mom, change that. You're watching that like all day long. And same thing. So you probably seen a couple of my designs. So I did about 8 or 9 episodes, okay? So it's a fun experience. And I love what I do besides loving basketball. So here, guys, you have the opportunity to grow and educate yourself to any level that you want. All right? Just follow your heart and find out what you love from this age on. Okay? Because I used to draw since I was a kid. So find out now what you love and use that to guide you through school all the way to the opportunity to go to college, hopefully. And that will give you the opportunity to get a great job and also the opportunity to travel around the world, which is fun, really fun, and do the things that you never thought that you could do, okay? So, thank you very much, guys. I love you, y'all the best. Seriously, y'all the best. So thank you very much.
Fifth and sixth graders are going to be dismissed here in just a second. So just a reminder, we'll put little note cards in your teacher's mailboxes to give out. The Globetrotter are here next Tuesday, the 15th. So go ahead and take a look at that. So at this time, let's have sixth graders exit with their teachers through this door over here. We'll have fifth graders.
Watch the cables there, guys. Please. 152.
That was the best. Yes. I don't want no math. Tomorrow's math is always the same.
Watch out. Let's go around it. I don't stop in it. Let's go around it. Go around it.
Around it?
Go down to the next thing. There you go.